5P 2.1, it talks about explaining how the sun's energy impacts the process of the water cycle, including evaporation, condensation, precipitation, runoff, and even gets into transpiration as you get into the unpacked piece. A model that I've had success with is to use a 2-liter bottle. Did you know science guys like 2-liter bottles? It's actually 2 bottles, one with the top cut off, a second one with the bottom cut off, to show the water cycle and how it's happening. Because we're going to focus strictly on what is happening in there to change states of matter, because this is a matter standard, not a weather standard. So we need to make sure we understand that process that's happening. So we're going to use this one as our container to hold our warm water. So I've warmed up water using a coffee pot. So this is, and we are sitting at 113 degrees. We're going to try to keep temperatures underneath 110 for children's skin so we don't scald them. So sticking to that 100 to 110 range is a pretty good safe bet to go with. So we're going to pour this in here. And for our students, we're going to say, ask them to observe and to document, to notebook what their observations are with our water. We're going to get into quantitative and qualitative. So let them talk about what qualities do you see. Oftentimes they'll say, I see smoke. And the statement that they're seeing, they're not really seeing smoke, they're seeing vapor. They're seeing steam. So we want to make sure they get that correct in there. They're seeing that happening on the sides over here. Let them write down that their temperature was 113 degrees Fahrenheit, so that they've got that quantitative piece as well. Just like on our Earth, we've got areas that contain water. Our standard says we talk about the sun's energy and how it is impacting it. So getting them to realize that the sun is heating it through radiation, those electromagnetic waves that are coming down and hitting that and warming it up. And as it's evaporating, it's coming off. We're going to get to what that closed system looks like in a little bit, but we're going to take and put this lid on here. We're using the bottom because it's got the rounded edges on the bottom of a 2-liter bottle. We're going to use that on there. And I just got a little cup of ice to put in there. So for our kids, I want them to get to understanding that we've got this warm, but as the evaporation happens, that vapor is rising, getting into the atmosphere, and it starts to cool as it gets further away from the surface. So what this is happening is now that evaporation is going to happen, we're rising up, and we're going to see what's going to happen with that vapor as it rises and cools. Is it going to hit the upper atmospheres where it's going to get colder? So we're going to pause this, we're going to come back in a few minutes, and we're going to make sure that we give you a view as to what it is. So right now we have seen our collection of water. It is warm, and we have vapor and evaporation that's happening. We'll see what happens after we have that.